there's a ton of spots in which I can get the crucifix. So this isn't really so much a crucifix position. How about this? Give me your back. So like this conversation is more along the lines of having a leg over someone's arm and how that equals a back body triangle like this, okay? And so because I have his arm caught in a bunch of different spots, there's crucifix attacks that can lead to it. And go head towards them a little bit, really. So there's a million different ways to get this arm, whether I pull it out and scoop it. One of my favorites is also maintaining the seatbelt and then driving your knee in and then turning your knee out. That'll separate his leg from his body. And I can start to come and get the crucifix. There's this way and then there's on that arm, okay? But right now we're here. That's not the huge difference, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull him back. And I like to start to take his back. So if I'm gonna get him in a position like this, I have two options. One, I go towards the Barrett Yoshida type crucifix, and I hook his leg, and I have the extension here. Or he lifts his back up a little bit, or I slide underneath, and I've got his back with the arm trapped, right? So that's a typical game that we just spin around a little bit. So that's a typical game that we do. But right now it's just gonna go a little bit different, okay? So I'm here, whether I use my knee or a combination thereof of using my hand, can also be on this hand and use that hand. Whatever the case may be, I get his arm here, okay? So once he circles around, or once he hits his hip, or I take his back, however we take his back like this, now I'm gonna sit facing up. This leg that's controlling the arm, that's gonna come straight across, okay? The way that I'm gonna attack this first though, to get this out of the way, because I can't bring my leg over his arm, right? I'm gonna go on this side of him, reach underneath, pull his arm back, and now this leg will be able to come up, and I can triangle. So I'm pulling the back of his hand in my chest, really tightening in my knees here, just squeeze my knees and he chokes. Okay, so again, I've seatbelted him, maybe I've gotten to the crucifix position, I'm here. What I'm gonna do is keep his hands to himself here, okay, is I'm gonna sit like this. Look, I open my knee up and I pull so that I'm sitting up like this. I'm gonna switch to the palm grip, hold underneath his head and have a backwards grip like this. Okay, I can be here, just don't get arm barred obviously, but I have two arms. And then I can launch my foot across. Even though you notice Levi was naturally holding onto my leg, it's still gonna happen to him. Okay, and then I pull the back of the hand to my chest, squeeze my knees and choke him. Okay. Brian, can I use you real quick? So Levi could watch, he doesn't know.
Guys, I'm teaching another class, I just wanted to introduce you to Malik. Malik just fought DJ his last fight, he switched gyms, he's here with us now.
Okay, awesome. So I'm in a seatbelt position. I can already have this if I like. I could be tacking him here, whatever the case may be. I slide my knee inside, right? I get his arm, and I'm gonna go to both knees. Then I'm gonna open up like an alligator position here. I call my alligator bite where I'm pitching my knees. And so I rotate to a sitting up tight back take like this. Okay, I'm gonna pinch my knees. This knee already cheated over his shoulder. So it's not hanging way down here like it cheated over his shoulder by having this vertical knee position. I bring his arm to me, drop to my side and pinch my knees. Now I can lock in the triangle, adjust my knees to be nice and tight, pull his arm and squeeze the knees. Does that make sense for you guys? The sitting up position is very important. Ready, sit.